basically stepped into my kitchen, my dining room, and my bedroom all in one.
Hey there, and welcome to DIY Projects with Pete. Thanks for following the journey as I travel around the country to meet awesome people and to build a few projects along the way. Today I'm headed up on a beautiful drive to Bellingham, Washington, and we're going to meet up with Patrick, who's sailed from Alaska to just a few hours north of Seattle, and whose ultimate goal is to continue on as far south as Argentina. Now, when Pat reached out to share his story about needing help to build a custom mount for a solar panel, I knew it'd be an experience I wouldn't get every day, and I had to make that trip. So in this video, we'll get a glimpse into Pat's home, which is in his sailboat, and we'll see an overall process of putting together a solar panel mount.
Hey! How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good to see you, Pete.
Patrick, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So this is it?
This is it. This is Sweet Thursday. Yeah, so
You live in here.
I sure do. It's cozy. Hey, my name's Pat. Welcome to my boat. Come on in, check it out. Show you around. Come on in, Mills. Come on, let's go. It's cozy, so you basically stepped into my kitchen, my dining room, and my bedroom all in one. But yeah, I've got 3-burner stove, oven, full sink here. You know, the engine compartment and my workshop garage is tucked under the stairs there. We can take those panels out. Got all the tools I need to work on the boat. And then we've got the dinette table here on the right for dinner time, lunchtime. And then when you go forward, you've got my bedroom. And then if you go even further forward, I've got my closet and a bathroom up there. So when you're traveling, you can use the toilet up there. It's kind of like a tiny house, you know? Yeah. So that's it. Thanks for checking out my place.
Since Pat lives out of his boat, we built the mount right out on the docks in the harbor, and I was so glad to see these carts to help wheel the tools down to the boats. It made our lives so much easier that morning. As I found out, there's a lot of other folks building projects as well out on the docks over the weekend, so it was neat to get to meet them. I didn't really know a whole lot about building a solar panel mount, but Pat kind of had a vision of what he wanted for his boat, and so we gave it a go. All boats are unique and set up differently, which is why we needed to come up with a custom design that really fit his needs. We picked up some steel and other supplies at the hardware store and then got to work. The hardest part was probably deciding on the angles since the rails around the boat were a bit slanted. Pat hadn't done a whole lot of metalworking in the past, but he was excited to dive right into it. We made each of the cuts on a metal cutoff saw and then used a flap disc to clean up some of the ends. Each of the docking areas had a power supply, which was just enough to power the tools we needed to use. We got out the old 110 flux core welder and assembled the steel to form the mount. We didn't have a perfectly flat surface to work with, but between a speed square, taking measurements, and eyeing it a bit, we got everything lined up pretty darn well. Pat got to weld for the first time ever and really enjoyed the process. The welds weren't the prettiest by any means, but they turned out nice and strong, and once we grinded away the excess slag, things looked a lot cleaner. And after welding, Pat was already asking about getting a welder set up, as he was coming up with all sorts of projects he'd be able to build with his new skills. Once the welding was finished, we sprayed a couple coats of enamel paint on the mount to protect it from the elements, and especially from all that salt water that's going to be splashing all over the boat over the course of the sailing journeys. We let it dry for a bit, and then drilled a few holes for the U-bolt mount so it could be attached to the rails. We put it in place, lined everything up, and used a wrench and sockets to secure the new hardware in place. It was finally time to lift the new solar panel in place and to fasten it to the mount with some bolts. Pat was really pleased with the finished project and that he'll now have plenty of power to supply his navigation systems and electronics while out at sea. We built this project all within an afternoon, and we were done in time to stop at a local brewery for a dinner to celebrate a great day out building the project. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed checking out the process and that you'll subscribe to continue seeing other projects completed around the country. If you have an idea for a collaboration, please go to DIYpete.com/collaborate to propose your idea. Take care, and for now, cheers from the coast of the Pacific Ocean.